Okay, so I've been asked by a couple people to do a quick review and synopsis on the new GAW Miners, Hashlet. It's basically a cloud miner. It has instant activation. It can be easily purchased, transferred, and traded. So let's get started. First and foremost, it's extremely easy to purchase and set up. You just go to gawminers.com. You click on the Hashlet button, click Activate Now, choose the size. You can go between 1 and 100 in different increments. Add it to your cart and check out with your favorite payment method. They accept all major credit cards and Bitcoin as far as I know. I don't know if they accept altcoins yet, but I think it's on their map. So after you purchase, you're going to get what's called a hardware code. And you're going to utilize this hardware code to basically activate your miner. You're going to be emailed the hardware code within just a few minutes. I've actually done this process myself just now to test it again. And the email you receive is not only going to have the hardware code, but it's going to have you create a Zencloud account if you don't already have one. I have one because I have several miners already here. So I'm actually going to get logged into mine, and I'm going to set up my Hashlet, and you can see how quickly it goes live. So here's my Zencloud panel. When you log in, you're going to see something similar, maybe with not all the miners. And I'm going to click the Redeem Hashlet and send hardware code. Please name your device. I'm going to name it the rat. I don't know. It's a tiny miner. It's only a mega hash. When you add your miner, it's going to ask you to select a pool. And since I have multiple miners, I have to batch update. So I'm going to choose Scrypt. And you don't want to pick any other pool except Zenpool. It pays almost twice as much as any of the other Scrypt pools that are located here. I don't even know why they have the other Scrypt pools at this point in time, because there's no sense in mining on any of them. So anyways, choose Zenpool because it's going to pay you twice as much per mega hash than any of these other pools. And boom, there you go. There's my miner. It's mining already. It's going to pay me. It's making me money right that quick. The whole process from purchase to activation has taken maybe 5 minutes tops. So I'd like to talk about real quick some of the pros and the cons of the hashlets. And I do feel that the positives are far greater than the negatives on this. So as far as the pros and the cons on this, the pros on the miner is it's scalable to any hash rate. You know, you can purchase 1 to 100 mega hash, and you can even buy more. You can buy as much as you want, you know, it's essentially for hash rate. The big positive is it makes mining easier for the average Joe. You know, this is something you get for your mom if you want. If she can use a computer, she can purchase a hashlet, she can start mining and earning Bitcoin. There's no complicated setup of GPUs and risers and power supplies and CG miner and, you know, having to do the pay-per-click trick on power supplies. This is easy. You buy it, you set it, and you leave. The other big benefit of the hashlets is it is pretty much double the profitability of any other Scrypt miner you can buy right now because of the Zen pool. Now, I don't know that it's going to stay that way permanently, but right now they are paying almost 2 times as much as, say, like Waffle Pool for mining. So, you know, when it comes to buying 50 mega hash in hashlets versus an actual ASIC, you're going to want to go with the hashlet. The other cool thing about the Hashlet ecosystem here is it allows you to sell your miners, to trade them. There's going to be ability to merge miners, so you don't have a bunch of them on your screen. You can just have one big one. So there's going to be a whole ecosystem behind these that allow you to interact with other people and other users, which is very cool. The other benefits behind the Hashlet, instant activation. I was up and running within 5 minutes, as you just saw. Uptime is amazing. I've never seen these go down. As far as I've seen, it's 100% uptime. And that's a huge step up from other hosted miners I've had. I can tell you that much. The other nice benefit is you're not paying the electricity from your own pocket, and it's not going to, increase the heat in your house. In the summertime here, it was getting crazy for me with GPUs. I had to get external air conditioning to keep it cool. So that's a lot of stuff that I have completely gotten rid of all my miners in my house. So that's a big benefit. Now, some of the cons on these miners, which it's hard to find them, but a big disadvantage is there is a maintenance fee for these, and it's a fixed fee. It's 8 cents per megahash per day. They take that money out of your actual payout on the miner, so you will see that. I'll give you an example of one on my screen here. So service charge. They take the fee for the miner out of your payout. And I say that as a con only because I know there's plans in the future to reduce this fee over time, but if it stays the same at 8 cents per megahash, that can be cutting your profits quite significantly as difficulty goes up and up and up. But there is plans apparently to fix that fee, make it lower. Somehow they're going to negate the fee or make it smaller going forward. I don't know how. The other con I see on these is transparency. If you're like me and you've had ASICs in the past or GPUs, you like being able to pick your pool that you mine on. You like being able to pick what altcoin you mine on and hold. With this, there is none of that. You can't mine LTC or Litecoin. You can't mine DOGE. You can't mine, Darkcoin or whatever. You pretty much set it and it pays you out in Bitcoin. So if you're a trader for alts, this might not be the best thing for you. Although I am an alt trader, I like this as well. This is nice supplemental income here and there. Those are the big negatives I can think about the Hashlet. It is a piece of, it is an intangible, I should say. So you don't really own anything. It's not anything you can touch. But for me, I house the miners in my house before. I saw the increase in electricity, the increase in heat, the necessity for cooling and other things, and it's just not worth it when there's something like this, which is so simplistic and easy to use. One other big pro that I forgot to cover is Zen points. You earn Zen points on the balance of Bitcoin you have in your cloud account. As you can see, I have like 3 point something Bitcoin. I make about 500 to 800 Zen points per day. And you may be asking yourself, what does that really mean? Well, each Zen point is equivalent to 100 Satoshi. So just by having my Bitcoin in this account, I'm making like $3 to $4 in points per day. That almost covers my maintenance fees for these miners when they actually start to take out. And what's cool with these points is you can't really trade them for cash, but you can use these points to purchase extra hashlets. So I've accumulated 2,400 points in 3 days, which, isn't a ton, but it's nearly a tenth of the cost of the hashlet. So, in another 10 days or so, or 15 days, I'll be able to buy another one of these just on points alone. So this is a really cool, extra reward system for miners. If you just want to keep your Bitcoin in here and make a little extra interest on it, it's really cool. As always, be careful. Cold storage is the best option. If you don't have your private keys, you don't control your money, as they say. But for me, having a couple extra Bitcoin in here just to get some rewards and some other nice benefits is worth it. They do have 2-factor, and use a good strong password, you should be fine. But that's pretty much it for the Hashlet, the Zencloud overview. It's very slick. It's amazing because it's 24/7 uptime. Set it and forget it. I really like those benefits with the 24/7, and also it's nice because you can access it anywhere with internet connections. And I'm really hoping they do iPhone and Android apps for this, because that'd be killer just to be able to control everything with your phone. But for the most part, you set these things and you forget them. Come back and you're making internet monies for doing nothing. They're very stable. So get yourself some Hashlets. Take a look. They're a real good price. They're $16 per mega hash. Try it out and see how you like them. They're going to be a pretty cool commodity with the whole ecosystem that's coming out soon. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have questions, let me know, and I'll be happy to help. Take care.